I really think that just our goal overall is to make CAC playoffs. But in order to achieve that goal, we really have to just trust in the process, and we've really been doing a lot of mental training and preparing in order to allow us to be able to achieve those things, and that takes us winning game by game. The goal is to be in CAC playoffs, but that's a one-inning, kind of one-pitch at a time thing that, you know, we really need to stay focused on, and just really trying to focus on the process of, you know, how to have quality at-bats that allow us to then have the success that we would like to.
We've actually spent a lot of time setting up goals for whether it be a week-long or season-long goals that we've set up. We just recently came up with a word that we want to serve as a tradition for Wesley softball, and what we want to be not only for the softball team but for the community within Wesley as well. So we have some team goals and individual goals that we've been working on through the off season that we're really excited to achieve hopefully come spring.
Key losses for us, we graduated 2 really great players. Brooke Creighton really did a great job for us in terms of, you know, always being a motivator and just kind of a good person to have on the team. And then Samantha Mahosky is somebody that we're, you know, really trying to fill a role for. She was just such a great voice for us defensively, and we have some kids that are really working hard to fill that, but you know, she was just such a strong voice for us and really held down the corner at first for 3 years for us and did a great job. So looking to our roster to really find some people that can fill that role.
Well, when I was in field hockey, I was doing that, but getting to come to some of the practices and watching the fall ball game that the girls got to play in, you know, they're working hard every day, and we have 5 freshmen coming in, which who are here, and that's the second biggest class we have on our whole team. So, you know, I think that I'm looking forward to see what they can contribute to the team, and, you know, just in the weight room constantly, conditioning, training, you know, doing what we can, getting extra reps outside of practice. You know, everybody's really dedicated because we had a successful season last year to continue with that momentum.
Our shortstop last year, Morgan Seymour, we might be moving a little bit to first base some. So she's really the only one that we're kind of transitioning into another position. But other than that, I mean, I think that we're really strong with our returners. They're comfortable. They've got a really good chemistry out on the field, and we're kind of looking to some of our newcomers to maybe help step in. So excited about the roster and where we can go.
You know, the CAC is extremely competitive. It always is every year. So those are games that we know now at this point, especially the upperclassmen, what we need to do to compete and to win those games. But our non-conference schedule is, you know, just as tough too, which is really good because it only helps prepare us for the conference. So overall, our schedule is tough, but it's, you know, I think it's going to be good to keep the ball rolling and keep our momentum. You know, we go down to Florida this year, which is new. We've been to Myrtle Beach the past 3 years, for me anyway, and so the team's really excited to just experience new talent, new atmosphere, and just hit the dirt again.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily just a freshman class. We have a transfer that I think is really going to contribute as well. You know, a lot of them are really banging the ball in early workouts, so that's really exciting. We've got a really exciting freshman pitcher who has been looking really good. She's throwing the ball well. Did really well for us in her fall ball game. You know, we saw a lot of really great things out of the fall for the freshmen, and I think that most of them are not, you know, mentally or physically playing as freshmen, which is something that's, you know, really exciting and going to bode well for us as the season continues.
Definitely the faculty staff game against Mary Washington. Really excited about that for multiple reasons. You know, the staff and the faculty here, our professors, are super supportive of Wesley athletics in general, and you know, they're always there to help us when we need help or if we're missing class for something, and you know, they want to see us succeed in the classroom just as much as on the field. And so, you know, they're a great support for us, so to be able to recognize them is something that I always look forward to, and it's always a good game with Mary Wash. We split with them last year, so I'm interested to see what this year's going to bring.
Well, the CAC is always a grind. You know, we're very strong top to bottom, and you can see that if you look back at, you know, last year's schedule. You know, some of the teams that didn't make playoffs beating teams that, you know, went a long distance in the playoffs. So, we're really just looking to compete and to put ourselves in a position to do that. Obviously there's two really strong top teams, and everybody's always trying to knock them off, but I think the true battle is going to be between the 3 and the 6, and really who gets in playoffs and who gets hot going into playoffs, and just kind of seeing what happens. But we're going down to Florida. The girls really asked for a challenge and wanted to play some better teams so that when we do get into CAC play that, we can really compete, and we've had those tough games and we've had those tough innings and are mentally and physically prepared in order to achieve the goals that we want to. So really excited, for the Florida trip. We're excited for, the non-conference games that we have coming up to that, and just looking forward to what this team can put together.
Just the opportunity that it gives you to be involved in so much more than just athletics, because that you love already, and getting a chance to play that and the opportunity is, I'm just so grateful for. But being able to branch out into other areas within the community and within Wesley College by being a student athlete. I'm president of the SAC, so that's something that I've been able to develop in my own way with leadership roles and stuff like that I wouldn't have been able to do if I wasn't a student athlete. So there's a lot of opportunities and different networking and career pathway choices that I'll be able to use from being a student athlete.